What does normal mean in the middle of tremendous change? The question, what is normal, sounds very banal. It sounds commonplace and almost silly. What is normal? It sounds like a farce. But what is normal? Normal is, it kind of splits into two different paths. There's the rational, there's the lucid, there's the well-adjusted, there's the, well, be reasonable, that can hold a sense of judgment when we're in the midst of change. When life grabs us by the ankles and shakes us upside down, reasonable doesn't really play a part. So in the midst of change, normal was what was routine. It was what you were accustomed to. Normal was the typical day. And in the middle of change, run of the mill doesn't really happen right then. Tremendous change is not typical. Things aren't really normal. But that longing for that routine makes sense because it was what we knew and it was what we were accustomed to. In the midst of change, when there are those strong winds, whether it's a big change like a global pandemic or significant arm pain, sometimes we need support. And we might resent it a little because this is not typical. I should always be able to write a long 10-page letter to my best friend without any hand pain at all. But I need a little support. And that's just it. When there is big change in our life, and change happens a lot, sometimes a little support can help to tend that ember of our own hope, of our own life, of our own love. That support can protect. It can guard that ember, protect it from the wind, maybe give it a little bit of fuel to nourish it so that that ember can still retain its spark. Because the winds of change will pass by, no matter how strong they are. Change does shift. It's a little bit like weather. There will always be different weather. There is no normal with weather. There are cycles that we're accustomed to, and those cycles change. But you remain, no matter what those winds bring, no matter what kind of change comes, you remain. And holding a little bit of compassion for that longing for that normal, for even a little resentment that you need support in the middle of all of this change. That makes sense. You remain, no matter what the weather brings. I may not be able to write a 10-page letter to my best friend, but my love for my best friend remains bright and strong. just like the sun that shines after a thunderstorm. And I find that to be an encouraging thought. I'm Catherine Gabriel-Jones. I'm an encouragement coach. And no matter what the winds bring, I believe in you.